What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty 2017. You guys have been loving the stuff that we've been doing, talking about theories, speculation, all that, but how about we today talk about some facts and what will be coming within 2017. Now that might seem crazy because it's only still the early parts of February, mid part of February, but we have our first real official look into some details. Though minor, they're absolutely great to hear and do have a large impact on the game coming this November. So with that being said, let's jump right into this because it's some awesome stuff that I think you guys will definitely enjoy to hear. Today, Activision's investor call took place. Many things were learned, but of course, based on what we've already just mentioned, this is going to deal exclusively with Call of Duty 2017. There were some really other cool pieces of information about the player counts, the revenues off supply drops, and other interesting pieces of data that were discussed here within this, but that's not the topic. It's right around this time every single year where the investor calls happen, and we get a very minute and very brief mention of the next title coming up in November. It usually announces how innovative and bold the game is and how it's taking the fight to new heights, something along those lines that basically hypes up and teases that we've got something brand new, something hopefully awesome on the horizon here with this. However, this year it was actually a little bit different. Instead of the magnitude of new and innovative gameplay, the things that they usually stress on, all those keywords that intrigue players into getting their hype levels up for something brand new, this year we actually got something along the lines of something normal with press snippets. This year's ended up short, simple, and to the point, stating 2017's title will take Call of Duty back to its roots. Let that sink in real quick. 2017's title will take Call of Duty back to its roots. Now this has the potential to mean so much more, and we'll dive into this here in a second, but you might immediately think of boots on the ground, combat that is 100% lateral, save some verticality in the way of multiple stories in buildings, just like how we saw with every other game before Advanced Warfare. No quick extra movement gimmicks, nothing of the sorts like this, and the nice part, that notion is 100% confirmed at the moment. The call continued and mentioned that traditional combat would be in the works for the upcoming title. If the title of traditional combat, that label is too vague for you, a little more of confirmation would be that Michael Condrey himself a few days back was tweeted by Nadeshot and basically along the lines of, hey, make 2017 with boots on the ground, to which today, now 4 days later, he replied to. Seems fitting that when Sledgehammer can openly mention that they're making the next title of COD 2017, and then that Schofield tweets and Condrey tweets, but specifically towards a boots on the ground tweet simply replying, hi, that to me is a little bit more confirmation. It's no longer vague, but a full-on blown confirmation of boots on the ground in Call of Duty 2017. As for what this will entail, we'll have to let time do the talking here with this, but to continue further into the statements made, the game will have, and I quote, a lot of innovation, but it has traditional combat that our fans love. And they further state that the game has been in development for over 2 years and that a reveal will be soon. As for the innovation part, there's that keyword that we always really seem to see that might deal with some different gameplay mechanics in terms of, say, the Pick 10 system. That was something that was innovated on and expanded upon within recent games. Something like that perhaps might be innovative. Perhaps the setting itself is innovative, where it's an alternate history where we go back in time, but it's something that doesn't actually follow the historically accurate storyline that we've kind of been built on within Call of Duty, kind of revisiting these old eras, these different time frames that everybody would love to, but in a sense that they don't redo what they've already done. Now, on top of all this, Activision for the first time publicly showcased that they fully acknowledged that Infinite Warfare was perhaps not the best go for them, and that fans didn't quite love it as much as they thought they would, and that's always a good thing, I think. Admit where the faults may have been and move past it with that knowledge learned going into the future, so you don't remake the same mistakes that you did. So I like that they've actually finally fully acknowledged this publicly. But back on track with everything, with all that said about the traditional combat, where does this take us? We can't really pinpoint a time frame just yet, and I've got some interesting theories I think that I want to save for another video, but I also do think it's something that will more than likely focus on the past and or modern era. I still think that Advanced Warfare 2 without the reliance of exos could happen logically, but I don't think it would happen realistically. So whether Sledgehammer pulls off the fabled Vietnam Call of Duty game, a World War era game, a modern game, whatever it may be, we're gonna be in for a classic treat within Call of Duty this year, something that I think we can all agree on is a nice way to go. To close this video out though, I want to bring your attention to one more statement made in the investor's call. At one point it was mentioned that fans will love the games coming in the next 3-year cycle. Not just one, not just two, but all three. To me, this confirms that COD is still powerful and still will do well by keeping the game true to the fans despite perhaps a few rough patches in the last years. The mention of 3 years means that we've been heard as a community, and as I've mentioned before, games are greenlit in 3-year intervals. So that gives developers the time that they have to start working on a game and see it through without, say, having a community turn on something 2 years in and then having to scrap everything. It just makes sure the devs have their full project time to work with, and with this mention of the next 3 years, rest assured we won't be having anything in the way of jetpacks and such for a good bit, if ever again. So that is where I'm gonna wrap this one up. I just want to let you guys know about this. This came out earlier today, and it's some information that I think is absolutely fantastic. It is something that I think definitely gets me hyped, and I think a lot of you guys may get hyped as well here with this. A return to traditional Call of Duty, and of course is going to be something that with 2017 definitely I think will pick sales back up from Infinite Warfare, and I think will revitalize Call of Duty quite a bit. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Once again, some theory videos maybe on the way here with it. I got some cool ideas that I think could end up working out with this. We'll keep you guys updated with absolutely everything you need to know here about Call of Duty 2017, and if this is something that is accurate, well, we might see a reveal sometime shortly and soon in the near future. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this regarding 2017 and the new movement system now confirmed to be boots on the ground. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below. If you guys are new to the channel, once again, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty 2017. We're gonna be keeping you guys up to date with absolutely everything you need to know here regarding the next title coming from Sledgehammer this November. And if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected with me here outside of YouTube. Practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. And finally, if you guys want to check out either of the 2 videos on screen right now, click those links to take you to those respective videos. And thank you dudes so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys having a great day. Take care and peace.